Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna walk you through what I learned spending $39,716.76 on digital ads for my service business. Make sure you stay tuned to learn more about it. As always guys, keep learning and growing by using my affiliate links below. A couple of those links are Audible. Get your 2 free audiobooks below. I'm currently reading right now Never Split the Difference by Chris to improve basically my negotiating skills. Also, start saving right now. If you aren't saving right now, you need to be saving. I use an app that I personally use. I'm gonna put it up right here. This is Acorn. You can, if you sign up for Acorn today using the links below, you'll get $5 to help you start saving today for Acorn on there. So also check out some of the other links below, some of the stuff I'm doing, some cryptocurrency stuff that I personally like and stuff that I think that can help you. Check out the affiliate links. And now that we're done with that, now we paid the bills, let's get back into the video. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell as well. And also comment down below how you think I should have spent this $40,000 to help grow our business. I would love to hear your answers. Let's get back into the video. So earlier this year, guys, I was going through when we were doing our taxes and I was looking at all the digital ad spend and all the marketing that we spent. And I was wondering exactly how much did that generate to actually generate all our revenue. So I ended up coming with, basically we spent about $40,000 in advertisement on digital standpoint from Google, Bing. And then we basically helped us generate about $375,000 in revenue. So I just want to see how that kind of pushed it. Majority of that was from our spend. We started to get more referrals to start to build our business out through Google Places. But majority of that came from our ad spends that allowed us to generate that revenue. I'll give you a little backstory on the businesses that I run and I co-run with my partner Eddie. We're in a business called Kelly Rentals. It's a party rental business. We did a little bit of junk removal while the pandemic was going a little crazy because, you know, everybody just stopped doing parties in March. So we started doing that to kind of keep the lights on and keep it built. But we now back focus on our party rental business. 2020 was a struggle for us. But also too, this is one of the most challenging and best years we had. And now I'm gonna help you guys go through kind of what our ad spends were to help you determine what your ad spend should be. So let's get into it. Number one, Google Ads. We spent about $34,800 on Google Ads. We had about 22,000 clicks, 22,400 clicks. Our CPC, which is cost per click, see right here. Our cost per click was $1.55. We had over 260,000 impressions, and our click-through rate was 8.64%. The biggest thing I really realized from just doing this right here and running ads on Google is Google Ad is still king. For services businesses, if you're looking to generate the most income, especially when starting out, you need to be willing to spend money on Google Ads, especially once you figure out your keywords. A couple of things that we really focus on doing this year was really defining our keywords. And based on our products, we do party rentals, is find the products that we rent and find out what people are actually searching for those rented products and going through those and getting them narrowed down. So I really started the strategy off with kind of going broad, not so much broad, but phrase. I did a phrase match on a lot of my keywords. And then I narrowed down with negative keywords to get exactly only what we have done. It took a lot of work this year. I spent a lot of time on the computer and just just marketing and going through that. But one thing really helped us too. Now we have a consistent flow of what stuff works, so we can move over to new cities and keep growing on there. But Google Ads is still key and it's king on there. If you haven't already and you're using a service business and have not used Google Ads, all you need to do is go search for your business. People are searching for your business online currently right now. And all you have to do is go find those keywords people are searching for, and then we put your stuff in place. We really work with tweaking our ads a lot. Beginning of the year, we were doing free delivery. In the year, we were not doing free delivery, but we ended up growing our click-through rates even more, even though we weren't even doing something like free delivery. Just A/B testing every single thing we possibly could on the ad and A/B testing our landing pages and different stuff like that. Basically, when you're doing Google AdWords, you start off with your keywords. Your keywords is going to be just what people are searching for, and then you need to get your ad, which is going to be what people click on. These two things need to be very closely related to each other, so you can get the most amount of people to click on there. That, depending on your click-through rate, is going to depend on how much you actually spend on Google Ads. for each cost per click on there. And then when they get to your landing page, this is going to be your most important thing. If the people are very relevant and your ad is relevant to your landing page, you're not going to get those people to turn in conversions on there, which can lead to revenue, sales, or whatever you're trying to do. So the next type of ads that we did was Yelp ads. So one thing I learned about Yelp ads from going through and doing this right here is that Yelp ads do work. They are a little more expensive than I personally would like them to be on there. I think they could be a little bit better, and it doesn't really leave you a lot of room to kind of optimize or beat other people out because everything's kind of similar on there. But one thing that Yelp is doing pretty well, they have a new jobs feature. There's people going on there and looking for certain jobs. It's basically posting jobs for different things they're doing in the service industry. Like when we were doing junk removal, we won up some of these jobs from last year. People post their job, we'll post our quote, and we do it. Basically, you can bid on it, but it's a more of a bidding about just getting on the phone with them. Because once you give them a quote, most people just don't get quotes fast enough. So they don't have any option. So they go with one of the first or two people that actually messaged them. So that's one thing that I really worked on Yelp doing. For the party rental business, we had basically no luck with Yelp on there. We sold a couple things on there from the Yelp ads, but a lot of stuff didn't turn out because basically we need people to go and create a quote, and for us, people need to get the quote back as fast as possible for there, and it didn't really work with our marketing schemes on that part. But one thing that we are going to do this year is we're going to start taking the Yelp jobs and bringing them in and having someone watch over those so we can try to see if that works. I'll update you guys if that works for us. But for our junk removal business that we started, that one, Yelp was by far, even better than Google, was the best, I would say, the best thing that we did with junk removal. We got a lot of sales off of there, from there. Because we basically, on Yelp, this is what we basically spent. We spent $1,819.68 on Yelp. We got about like 600 plus clicks. They don't tell us the click-through rates or the kind of the clicks. I just took some information off a number of stuff that I knew on there. But I think we were getting about a $3 click-through rate. And I think we had about like 1,500 impressions on there. But one thing that the opportunities that seem really good that we're going to go for our party rental business, it's going to be nearby jobs. Nearby jobs is something where people post different opportunities of jobs they're doing on Yelp. Instead of basically going through Yelp and trying to find somebody, Yelp has made it easy for people just to post what they're doing, and then people in that industry will go through and actually talk to those people about the project they're doing on there. I think you spend like $240 on that, and you can get it. I think you can get all the stuff in for each month. For us, that'll be like 1 or 2 jobs we get back from that. It'll be profitable. So I'm gonna see how that works out. Next thing is that we're gonna be improving our reviews on there. That's another thing I realized too on Yelp. You really need to be working on generating reviews. But also too, Yelp determines what reviews comes on and doesn't come on, depending on certain factors that they have. So you just need to get as many views as possible. Reviews. Posting a lot of photos on Yelp helped us out this year too. We got a lot of organics. Actually, people come through Yelp organically and pay and buy stuff. But from our rental business, not many for our junk removal business. Junk removal is mostly ads, but our rental business, people came through organically from there. And then I'm gonna work on just running some more tests, posting some more photos on Yelp on there. Yelp. I'm not gonna lie, when I first started doing it, we got someone that you call. If you get on Yelp, you're probably gonna have them call you. They're gonna call you and they're gonna say, have you thought about doing ads? Because that's basically their whole process right there. They want to try to get you to do ads so they can build your business. They're gonna hit you with, this is how many opportunities that you're losing. We're having this many things going on. And to be honest, if you do the stuff right, you can make money on there. But you need to be on there fast as possible, messaging people back, and kind of have your spills already set up and already created. So when you're talking to them, the customers, it's fast and they can get information back fast. I realized for our party rental business, we needed so much information from them. Their address, we needed a name, we needed what items they were looking for, what date they're looking for, when they were looking at it. It made it hard because a lot of people put these in, but they wouldn't stay on Yelp long enough. Now I realized when you do the junk removal, people will just tell you what they have, and you can just easily quote them because they'll have their kind of their zip code, and you know where to go to. So those businesses for the ads work very well. If you can easily quote somebody about a little bit of information, and not a lot, then that can help you really build your business on Yelp right there. One thing we're going to work on is trying to find a faster way to quote people. But we're going to work on that right there to see how that works so we can use those Yelp features. But this is the line of business we're looking to working on. I'm not going to lie to you. They are going to annoy you a little bit. They're going to call your phone like 2-3 times, your main line, hog over your main line sometimes, and try to get you to sign up for their platform. All you have to do is tell them you're not interested or you're not interested right now on there. And then they'll try to do their sales pitch, but you can just say you don't want to go through it right now. If you're not looking to do that, I recommend just starting a Yelp, get the feel for it, read kind of what other people are doing, like on this video right here, and see how you can implement that into your business. Number 3, we did Wedding Wire, and then the Knot too. I guess that's both from that. So on there, the cost we spent was about $1,686.67. We had about 476 clicks. Cost per click is basically $3.60. Impressions about a little bit underneath 10,000, 9,580. Our click-through rate was around 10% or so. Around about 10% or so. To be honest, because of the pandemic and stuff that happened last year, with the wedding industry, party industry, there were people still having events, but there weren't people having big events, and there really weren't people having a lot of weddings going on in our area, especially the bigger weddings that you would get from, Wedding Wire or not. I would say we didn't really give it a fair shot from last year. We might plan to renew what we were doing, but to be honest, it didn't do much for us at all on that part. And it's not their fault or anything like that. It's just we had a black swan happen, which is going to be, just the coronavirus happening. It was real difficult to get these bigger weddings because they just got pushed to the next year on there. So that's kind of how I feel about wedding. Now, I'm not going to ask, the one thing I don't like about wedding, you have to sign a 12-month contract. So you're locked in. So you don't really know exactly if it's going to work. So you have to take a leap of faith on that. And you locked into a 12-month contract with them. And then it's just like you have to do the messaging through their system, which makes another bottleneck to go through. I personally didn't like the whole experience. I see what they're trying to do, but just the way that we personally work, I kind of wish we had like a different flow how we could have did it. But we did get some jobs from there. We got like 4 or 5, I think, jobs from there. It obviously paid for itself, but it wasn't the most productive. We might come back, maybe not this year or next year, and do a different opportunity with it and try it again. But at this point right now, there's something that I'm looking at this year we won't be putting into our budget again for Wedding Wire on there. Let's say I like the concept, like the idea from it. Depending on who you are and what you do and how established you are, you can do this. You really need to work on your reviews, increase your product lot, and have easy way for people to quote you. And for all these platforms, especially Yelp and Wedding Wire, I'm having a phone right here. You really need to be responding to people as fast as possible. Basically, we try to respond to people in the first 10 minutes, if not, the first 5, so you can really get people's attention back. Because once people leave these sites, not a lot of times, by the time they come back, they might have already had the issue they were looking for already solved, already have that vendor on there. So that's one thing I didn't like about it on there, but it is something you have to just work with the platform to be able to get the most out of it from there. So one thing that we're going to do, similar to how Wedding Wire did, I learned, is the presentation of how they have. That's one thing, just spend the money. Just one thing we learned, I think it was a value in itself, is that Wedding Wire was doing a lot of different stuff to help vendors in the industry, giving a lot of information out, giving different webinars, stuff like that really helped. Just being part of the community itself is going to help you become a better business person. I would say 2020 was a bad reflection, I think, of Wedding Wire. I think if we were to do it this year, we might make more. I just think our money could be put in different areas to do that. And then maybe that's something we will get into before busy season. But at this moment right now, we're not going to have it in our budget right now. Bing ads. Yeah, Bing ads. Bing ads, I think, represent about 20% of the searches in the search market. We didn't spend that much on Bing ads, but it was really profitable. I wish we could have spent more. We would have made more money. We spent about $1,400. We spent exactly $1,410.41 on Bing. We got 791 clicks. We have a cost per click $1.78. Impressions, basically a little bit under 8,000 impressions, 7,470, and then we had a click through rate of 10 Yeah, 10%, 10.5, 10%, 10.5 now. Basically stuttering right here, percent. So I'm not gonna lie, Bing ads were very good. We basically all we did was use Bing's tool. They have a tool that you can convert your AdWords tool, all your ads over to Bing. That's all we did. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even do that much on there. AdWords, I spent a lot of time going through and just working on my negative keywords, all that stuff like that. I just put the stuff on Bing, and then what happens. I was surprised this year right here, and we at least made 10 times more than what we did on Bing than what we spent on there. I know that for a fact. I have to run all the reports and stuff exact, but I see a lot of people coming in. One thing I did realize is that we got specific from Bing, people who were using in the business industry or using Bing and to actually get us. So we didn't. So for a little bit of times, right when the coronavirus happened, we didn't get about anything from Bing, but we didn't get charged anything. And then later on, when businesses start doing some type of events or needing some extra outside seating, we start picking up on Bing. At the end, Bing start pushing a lot of traffic to us. This is the area that I basically want to take all that wedding wire money that we spent last year and put it into Bing as much as we possibly can, so we can expand out more on there. Bing literally is probably one of the most well-kept secrets, I would say. You don't have the Google AdWords, kind of like everybody's doing Google AdWords. And Bing, not a lot of people are on Bing because people think no one's on there. There's still millions and billions of people using Bing on there. So because it's a default browser on Windows. So I really enjoyed using Bing. The experience was really good. They made it really easy to go from Google AdWords over to that platform. It allowed us to generate a lot more sales that we wouldn't have generated from before on there. And I don't think at any point in time we've spent that much money. As you see on here, we've only spent about $110 or so extra a month, or 120 or something like that. We haven't spent that much at all each month. I wish it could be more. We're gonna work to make it more, put more ads out, expand our keywords. I'm gonna start doing the same stuff I do for Google Ads. It's going through my process of my 3-step process to make sure everything is good on a weekly basis, doing it on Bing so we can grow that even more too as well. But I was really happy with Bing this year, as you can see from the graph right here. But like I said before, if you are service businesses, I would start on Google, and then I would just clone my stuff over to Bing. So this could be if you're lawn care, if you're doing house cleaning, if you're going through and you're cleaning gutters, cleaning pools, doing concrete. That's the best place I think to personally start. Now, if you have a more B2B business, you can look into Bing because there's a lot of people who default browser is Bing and they don't change it on their work computer. Some people do. I do, but there's actually quite a bit of people don't do, and that's how we generate some extra money. So now you kind of know all that stuff right there. I'm gonna throw the graph back up so you can see it. I'm kind of break everything in there. So one thing that you see in here, all of this is just really just digital ads. We don't have anything over for anything else. We didn't do anything much besides digital ads. We spent a lot of time creating landing pages, creating ads, and working on our keywords, and that was the majority of our marketing time spent on that. And I think we have it kind of down. Now that we have those keywords locked in, we're gonna spend a lot more time diversifying where we get our leads from. So a couple places we're gonna diversify from. We're gonna start creating content. Same like how I do on the YouTube channel. I'm create content that's educational to help people out, which leads to, which will lead to people working with us more on that. So we're gonna do content. We're gonna start a blog post, start a YouTube channel for that Kelly rental business, and also which is gonna lead to some social media stuff too. Next thing, we're gonna start using emails. We've had customers give us we have about 6,000 emails in our repertoire, or basically just our list. We have not sent any emails about any of the stuff we do. Bad marketing right there. So we're gonna work on doing that better, and we're gonna be hiring for that specifically. Next thing, we're gonna do some Facebook ads. At least my partner Eddie tried to do Facebook ads. I don't know if it worked. He said it didn't work for him. I'm gonna try it out because I'm a little more seasoned him on that part to see how we can get it to work. But I'm gonna take all the information that he learned when he did it to be able to kind of avoid those things right there. I don't have the specific Facebook plan I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get something created and figure it out and work through it and try to make it better. Then I'll release it to you guys once I figure it out. But when I do figure it out, I'll let you guys know on there. So we're gonna do SEO. We kind of started a little bit of this right here on some of our pages. As you can see, you can click into it, and it has at the top you'll see like the name of the item, and it says rent behind it to kind of get more SEO. So people are searching for rent chairs or rent throne chairs or rent tables. We can show up more. We have to do a lot more design wise and structurally wise to do that, we use Google snippets, which are just basically things like snippets are something that Google can grab from the thing. It's using schema, which is just a language of how, or structural language of how Google can take the information off of there and display it on Google faster without being able to just scrape your pages. And they all be the same. So we did that on there. We can do a lot more stuff on like just going through and use like some of the web analytic tools that Google have. And we're gonna spend a lot more time writing content, generating and building backlinks, and really just helping people out that way. From there, and then that's be our SEO and social media. We're gonna dive a lot deeper into this. We're currently right now hiring at Keller Rentals specifically for social media experts to come on and help us. We're really looking for someone basically to create content, push content out, and kind of help build around the other stuff. We're gonna start from a content approach and then disperse everything from there and make everything for each specific platform on there. Really just a lot of stuff to help people throw better parties, and for the most part on there. So that's kind of what we're gonna invest more into. Because I'm thinking this year we'll probably do about twice as much in digital ads as we did this year, so around like 80,000 or so. But we're also going to spend time and money on this side, which would be probably another. I think we're looking at like another $40,000 to $60,000, really around like probably about $60,000, which will include part of that person's salary. Because not a lot of stuff is stuff you have to pay for, besides which would be some of the Facebook ads, which will go into other stuff, but literally just time-wise. And then other stuff we're going to look at get it done. But that's what we're going to look on there for the most part. Another area that we did nothing of, and I'm a big Taboola guy. You guys know that. I live and breathe by that. And Outbrain, we did no marketing, no retargeting last year. I'm pretty sure like we were converting about 33% of our people who put quotes in. I'm pretty sure we might have quoted like 40 something if we did some more targeting. So we're going to start doing targeting on Facebook, Outbrain, Taboola, see how those work and compare to each other from a local business. We're going to get that system together. Right now, we're going to start off with just putting in just the pixels for the Facebook pixel, the Outbrain pixel, and the Taboola pixel, so we can start generating these lists. So eventually we can start remarketing to these people as well. And I got to build a whole how we're going to do that on the retargeting. So our plans of really going forward is to double back down on really our digital ads, on what's going to be the main about consumer of most of the money we spend on there. We're going to hire someone dedicated to help me out in this industry to create content and do other stuff who are very interested in party rentals. If you're interested in the Dallas area, it's linked down below if you want to apply for that. But and then we're going to look into really just building out content and stuff like that to really help people out. So those are the main things looking forward that we're looking at doing, and as a team, I thought this might be helpful for you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the video. Also too, don't forget, if you are looking to get $5 in Acorn, basically my gift to you for signing up if you want to save some more money, or if you want to learn a little more and get 2 free books from Audible and any of my other basically affiliate links down below to help out the channel. Basically helps me create more content for you guys on a regular basis, which we're trying to get back to. You can check that out in the link below. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.